second time in the ball game. Touchdown, touchdown, Colorado. That makes it now 27-14. The second quarterback sneak touchdown by Cody Hawkins from 1 yard out in the ball game. And the Buffaloes take their opening drive after a 45-yard kickoff return by Josh Smith into the end zone to make it 27-14.
What they do there, they hustle right back to the line of scrimmage down there in that goal line. That's the way they scored the first, and they don't even have a count. They just snap the ball, and he dives in.
Sit out for the extra point, Eric Goodman. As we got 11:36 to play in quarter number 3. Snap put down by McKnight. Kick by Goodman is up, and it is good. 11:36 to play in quarter number 3. Buffs opening drive. 7 plays, 45 yards, and a 1 yard plunge by the quarterback Cody Hawkins. 28-14. Buffs over the Rams at Invesco Field at Mile High. Timeout on the Colorado Football Network. All right, good to hear from Byron Ellis. Jamison Davis with another sky kick. Last time this happened, went 89 yards the other way. Mosier takes it near sideline at the 10-yard line, 15-yard line. Hit across the 20 at the 22. Got his haul down there. Chappelle Brown after that 7 or 8 yard return by Mosier. And he's out of bounds there. So first down and 10. They'll say went out of bounds to the 23-yard line. Colorado Football brought to you by All Copy Products. For all your business imaging needs, contact All Copy Products at 303-295-0741 or on the web at allcopyproducts.com.
Well, I tell you, kicking is an inexact science. Jamison Davis boomed them the first 3 that he had, and the last 2 he's popped them up in the air.
11:32 to play, third quarter, 28-14. Buffs with a 2-touchdown advantage. First down and 10 for the Rams now. Marching from right to left from their own 23-yard line. Sperry, tight end shifts from left to right. Backs for the eye. Bell, the tail of the 10. Ferris under center. Drops, 3-step drop. Swing pass off right side. Payunga, the fullback, makes the catch. Brad Jones is holding on, and here comes the cavalry now to bring him down at the 25-yard line. A gain of a couple of yards. Payunga just would not be brought down by Jones alone. And Jones is there with a host of other Buffaloes to eventually bring down the big fullback.
That looked like rodeo.
I don't think he was on for 8 seconds, though.
Bulldogging.
Second down and 7 from the 20. Look at you pulling out the rodeo terms there, bulldogging.
Yeah, I've lived out here in the West for a few years.
I didn't know they rodeo down in Louisiana.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Sure they do.
Second down and 7 from the 26-yard line for the Rams. Ball right hash mark. Sperry shifting from left to right. Ferris turns. Gives on the end around. Deion Morton running across the 25. Cuts inside one defender. Hit down around the ankles by Ryan Walters. And he's hauled down, a gain of only a yard. Nice job by Ryan Walters, a senior out of Grandview High School. His dad played football, of course, for the Buffs. Second generation Buffalo, and he's making Daddy proud here this afternoon.
They used to live in those apartments that overlooked the Colorado practice field. And Ryan used to watch practice from the balcony.
Well, CJ talks about him running around practice and watching. You know what that makes CJ, don't you? That makes him old. Third down and 7 for the 26. Rams are 1 of 7 on third down conversions. Ferris out of the shotgun, flanked either side by a running back. It's Bell to the left. Chest high snap. Ferris retreats. Swing pass left side. And it is caught by Greer at the 43-yard line across the 45. Penetrates inside Buffalo territory and down to the 45-yard line. Though down to the 46 technically. And it's a first down catch and run by the young receiver Rashawn Greer. A gain of 30 yards. Marcus Burton eventually made the tackle. Burton was the guy who was about 6 yards ahead of the receiver.
Right.
Went up in the air, nearly tipped that ball as it went by him.
Dykes was deep, and he just got the ball right in between them.
So first down at 10 now for the Buffalo 46-yard line. Back to the offset eye. Bell's the tail of the 10 behind Payunga. Receivers both right and left side. Under center is Ferris. Takes a snap, back pedals, has time, pumps, now throws it down the left side, and it is picked off by Dykes. No, he dropped it, but he ran out of bounds. Pass was intended for Ryan Gardner, running a streak down the left side, and Dykes read it beautifully, coming over from his strong side safety position, and went up and caught it just inside the sideline and never quite had both hands on it as he dropped it going out of bounds. Nice play by D.J. Dykes, the senior out of Los Alamitos, California.
I saw Daniel at Media Day this year, and I didn't recognize him.
Well, he cut his hair.
Oh, yeah, he had a lot of hair.
Yep. One time he looked like he was a member of Creedence Clearwater Revival there last season. Second down and 10 for the 46. Ferris out of the shotgun. He's got Bell to his left. Takes a snap, chest high, dump pass over the middle. Catch is made, and immediately hauled down was Gardner once again. They went to him second straight play, and the junior college transfer out of Diablo Valley College, makes the catch. Gardner McKay there on the tackle. Again, of 6 yards. Gardner, what an athlete he is. Very fast.
Yeah.
He's got a 40-inch vertical leap.
We talked about the 40-second clock, which is new this year. Hasn't seemed to particularly bother anybody out there today. A couple other things. You can't use the collar tackle anymore. Can't hook your hands inside the shoulder pad. That's a pro rule.
Yep.
And the other one is there's no more 5-yard face mask penalty.
You can thank Roy Williams for that collar tackle deal. 3rd down and 4 for the 40. Shotgun snap now to Ferris. Throws a screen left side. Catch is made by Mosier, and he's hammered down immediately. Brandon Nicholas, the defensive tackle, and Gardner McKay, the quarterback, coming up and collaborating on the stop, a loss of 2 yards. That brings up 4th down. And now about 6 yards to go for Colorado State with 8:30 to play in quarter number 3, and the Buffs on top 28-14.
And I tell you, it took him a while to send that punt unit out. I didn't know they were going to go for it again here.
Well, he's not going to make that mistake twice in one game, I don't think. Steve Fairchild made that mistake. He had a chance to really pin the Buffs back, and he went for it on 4th down, essentially flipped the field. Buffs end up scoring as a result. So 4th down and 6. The punter Hartz is out. Josh Smith back to return. Now, Josh has had some adventures out there. And this is a line drive and to the near sideline.
It's a good one, though.
Ends up being a good punt because it went out of bounds at the 7. Not a great aesthetic punt by Hartz, but
that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, it got the job done. Here we go. 1st down at 10 for the 70-yard line for the Buffs now. They have the ball. Right hash mark moving left to right. Darrell Scott out there at tailback. He's the lone setback now for the Buffaloes. And now because the timeout wasn't over, Cody Hawkins got under center. John Bible, the referee, went running in and said, hold the phone there, young man. Now we finally, the red hat comes off the field. We're set for football once again. 7:57 to play in the 3rd. 28-14 Buffs. Hawkins turns, gives out to Darrell Scott. He dances, finds a seam on the right side, keeps the legs turning, pushes his way out across the 10, up to about the 11-yard line, about a 4-yard gain. You can see the power in Darrell Scott.
Yeah.
Jim, he came in at 227 pounds.
He's lost 20 pounds.
Yeah, he's down inside 210 now.
Is that a good thing?
Well, he says it is. I suppose he knows. I was talking with him out of practice the other day, and he said, I'm much faster, feel a lot better. So you can see the power in him already. And wait till he sees daylight, man. 2nd down and 6 from the 11. Stays out there flanking the quarterback to his right. Shotgun snap to Hawkins. Sets to throw. Looks right. Looks left. Delivers. Mo Cantrell the catch of the 11. Sheds 1 tackler. Sheds a 2nd tackler. And Mo Cantrell works his way across the 15 up to the 16-yard line. Very close to a 1st down. A gain of 5 yards. Mo Cantrell, the fullback for the Buffaloes. He's one of the captains. 6 foot 250. A senior out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He's got all of the touch of a sledgehammer to the face.
Used to be a linebacker.
Oh, man, is he a physical cat. Tyler Whittier brought down.
They made that a 1st down.
Well, they did. They gave him a very nice spot for the Buffs.
They sure did.
1st down and 10 for the 17. Slot right formation. Ball left hash mark. Hawkins out of the shotgun. Flanked either side by a running back. Scott's out there. They fake it to him. Hawkins sets to throw. Pumps. Now goes down the left side. There's contact out there. Pat Williams high in the air off his fingertips and out of bounds. Now there's a flag thrown way late back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're going to call a hold on that, but when there was contact down the field.
Plenty of contact out there between Brandon Owens and Pat Williams. So the flag came out after the ball.
Play, personal foul, 72 on the offense.
Okay.
Penalty is half the distance to the goal. Down counts, 2nd down.
I mentioned Devin Head is he's a former Eagle Scout, but he's also got a mean streak in him too. 28-14. I think his Eagle Scout project was beating up Rams. I think. 6:46 to play in quarter number 3.
Mutton buster.
All right, Larry Zimmer's got the best line of the night so far. 2nd down at 10 from the 17. That penalty was the number 6 of the game so far against the Buffs, so that's been an issue. Makes it 2nd down and 19 from the 8. Slot right formation, ball left hash mark. Out of the shotgun, Hawkins flanking to side. Quick snap to Hawk, and he runs forward. There is a flag.
He was in motion, Mark. Hawk was moving himself.
He stepped forward, and it appeared he was waving off the play when Daniel Sanders snapped the ball. So John Bible, and you got to give Hawkins credit.
Illegal motion, number 7 on the offense. Penalty is declined, 3rd down.
Yeah. You got to give Hawk credit to even catch that thing because he was waving off the play.
Yeah. And the snap came back.
Right in the midsection. So they declined the penalty. That makes it 3rd down. And now 17. Should be third down at 19, actually. They're on the 10-yard line. Buffs in his ball game are 2 of 9 on third down conversions. Shotgun snap to Hawkins. Now it was kind of a fake. Now Hawkins runs out from the 10 to the 15-yard line. He's hauled down. That appeared to be some variation of the fumble Ruski, if I saw that correctly, as he tried to hide it behind Darryl Scott, I believe, and then run forward. Got back just past the initial line of scrimmage. Ricky Brewer brought him down. I don't know if I saw that correctly or if that was a broken play. I'm still not sure. A gain of 7 yards. That brings up fourth down. Here comes Mathalalo punted away. You wonder there with Darryl Scott being out there with a freshman if maybe that Scott didn't go where he was supposed to and Hawk turned to give it to him.
That's what I think.
That might be it. Fourth down and 9. Deion Morton is back to return. He stands at the 40-yard line up to a right. DeLalo, the left-footed punter, leaves it high in the air. Spiraling bounces at the 50, checks up, and Daniel Dykes catches it at the 44. So it hit at the 50 and then bounced back 6 yards. Great field position for the Rams. CJ now with the Siltar Motors sideline report. Charles?
Mark, on the last play, you're right. Darryl Scott, the freshman, just was out of position. Cody Hawkins was trying to, believe me, feverishly get him the ball. He didn't want to have to run that one. Scott was about a foot out of position on a delayed draw out of the shotgun. Just didn't execute the play, guys.
All right. Well, that happens. Even when you're a highly talented freshman, you're still a freshman. 5:38 to play in the third. 28-14 Buffaloes. Rams with it now. Good field position. First down at 10 for the 44 inside Buff territory. Backs to the eye. Dotting the eye is Gartrell Johnson. Drop play. Hand to Johnson. Room off the right side. A lot of room. Ryan Walters waits on the ball carrier at the 35-yard line. Johnson bowls him over down to the 32. Ends up being a gain of 12 yards. And Zim, how about the hole off the right side for the Rams that time?
Well, they're doing a good job out there against a good defensive line, but the Buffaloes really have to give more support from that backside, which they didn't have on that particular play.
86 yards rushing now for Gartrell Johnson. First down at 10 for the Buffs' 32-yard line. Lone setback is Johnson again. Ferris turns, hands out to Johnson, runs it straight up inside. This time there is nowhere to go. There's a host of Buffaloes led by Jeff Smart there in the tackle. Ends up being no gain. Hey, Learfield Sports has announced a new partnership with USA Today and NACTA. They're proud to present the Learfield Sports Directors Cup. This is the nation's only all-sports award in college athletics to equally reward men's and women's sports. For updated standings, log on to NACTA.com. That's NACDA.com. Look for updates in USA Today and be listening right here all season long for news and updates. The Learfield Sports Directors Cup, the undisputed mark of excellence in college athletics. Wow, was that long. Second down and 10 for the Buffs' 32-yard line. Rams with it, 4.5 to play. Buffs on top by 2 touchdowns. Ferris out of the shotgun. The snap, rears back, rifles it down the right side. Greer is out there in the end zone. It's knocked away, and there's a flag in the play. Chappelle Brown, the nickelback, from behind, reached over the top of Greer and poked the ball away, but apparently contact before the ball got there. Penalty, PI against Colorado.
Good call.
That's interference. 23 on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
So that is the 7th penalty. And boy, if Jaleel Brown got there early, it was by the eyelash of a mouse, man. It was that close.
He had him wrapped up. He had his arm around his left arm.
4:20 to play in the third. So that helps out the Rams now, that 15-yard penalty. 28-14. First down at 10 from the 17-yard line inside Buff territory. Johnson alone setback. 2 tight ends to the left. Ferris under center. Long cadence for the senior. Turns to his left. Play action. Boots out to the right. That's the short side of the field. Throws to Sperry. Catches made it to 15 and run out of bounds right there. Gain of just a couple of yards on the tackle. Jeff Smart, the middle linebacker for the Buffaloes. Let's quickly pause. 10 seconds now for station identification. This is the Colorado Football Network.
Colorado Buffaloes football 2008 with Mike Johnson and Larry Zimmer. News Radio 850 KOA. Denver, Colorado.
Second down and 7 now for the Buffaloes' 14-yard line. 2 touchdown advantage for the Buffs. Rams with it. Backs in the offset eye. Tail of the tandem is Gartrell Johnson. Tight end to the left side. Motion man is Morton left to right to the backfield. Ferris is snap from under center. Boots out to his right, throws it off a little screen to the right side. Greer makes the catch, broke a tackle at the 14. He's hammered down at the 10-yard line. A whale of a shot defensively for the Buffaloes by Ryan Walters, who's got a jackhammer out there, and he dropped the receiver, but it was a game of 5 yards.
So now a big 3rd down and 2 for the Rams. See if Colorado's defense is equal to the task in this 3rd down play. I suspect that Fairchild would go for it again on 4th down and not try a field goal, being 2 touchdowns down.
The Rams are 2 of 9 on 3rd down conversions. Greer goes wide right. Morton goes wide left. Sperry lines up in a full house backfield as one of the fullbacks. 3rd down and 3 from the 10-yard line. Sperry now shifts in motion to the right. Ferris backpedals, sets, swings it out. Payunga makes a catch at the 8-yard line, and he is hammered down right there. Shy of the first down marker. Ryan Walters is again there on the stop for the Buffaloes. A gain of only a yard. That brings up 4th down and 2. And let's see, is he bringing DeLine in? Yeah, that is. DeLine's coming out there for the kick now.
Sort of surprises me, but with a 2-touchdown deficit with 2:35 to go.
So the hold is going to be put down at the 16-yard line. So a 26-yard kick going from south to north from the right hash mark. The holder is up in air. Buffs by 2 touchdowns. Snap put down. Kick is up by DeLine, and it is good from 26 yards out. 2:17 to play in quarter number 3. That makes it 28-17 here at Invesco Field at Mile High in the Rocky Mountain Showdown. The Buffs will try and answer as they get the ball back. Pretty good looking drive though by Colorado State.
And it was all set up by that short punt by DeLallo that he didn't particularly get good foot on it, and then it sort of bounced back up the field about 10 yards. So they had great field position at the 44-yard line.
6 plays, 35 yards. Again, it was a 26-yard field goal by DeLine. Yeah, that makes it 28-17. Time of possession 3:11. Again, the time of the score 2:17 of the 3rd. And so the Buffaloes will see if they can answer. The offense has been clicking pretty well. The return game has been outstanding for Colorado. Josh Smith had a 93-yarder for a touchdown, then a 45-yarder to start this half that gave the Buffs the ball at the Colorado State 45, and they took it in from there on the opening possession of this second half. Smith and Semler once again are back to return for Colorado. DeLine out to kick this one off. He's got it teed up at the 30-yard line out to our right. 2:17 to play. Great crowd tonight here at Invesco Field at Mile High. Glad you could join us on this Sunday night for college football on this opening weekend. The line end of around kick. Semler drifting back, lets it go about 5 yards deep in the end zone for the touchback. And Colorado will take over first down and 10 for the 20-yard line, leading 28-11. Buffs next week are back home at Folsom Field to host Eastern Washington in game 2 of the season. That after that then begins that murderous rope of schedule beginning the following Thursday against West Virginia.
Eastern Washington won AA, but they went to the quarterfinals last year.
Well, they're picked second in their league, I know, this year.
And they're also picked 7th in the country, their ranking. But they lost to Appalachian State in the playoffs in Division I AA.
They lost yesterday to Texas Tech down at Lubbock, and again it was close to about a half. First down at 10 for the 20. Slot right formation, shotgun snap. Cody Hawkins, play action, boots out to his right, looking downfield under pressure by Horenik, and he throws it out of bounds, and Horenik makes the quarterback pay as he knocked him down back around the 10-yard line. Second down and 10 now forthcoming for the Buffs.
Buffs are really having trouble getting open against that CSU secondary.
Hawkins 14 of 20 passing for 149 yards. The touchdown, he did have the pick. It was a screen pass, got deflected in the air, was picked off by Horenik. So it wasn't Hawk throwing one necessarily just out there. It was a deflected ball. Second down and 10 for the 20. Flanked either side by running back Darrell Scott to the right side. Shotgun snap to Hawkins. Sets to throw. Throws out left flat. High in the air. Patrick Williams makes the catch. Turns and fires towards the first down marker. And he's out of bounds about a half a yard shy. Gerard Thomas is there on the coverage. He's a freshman out of Kissimmee, Florida. Very mature, they say, for a freshman. Really understands the game. Gain of 9 yards.
Patrick Williams comes up limping.
And Williams was on the Rams side
before the snap
of the scrimmage line.
And 75 offense. 5-yard penalty. Same down.
They also had too many men on the field, but that's the same thing they used on the goal line mark, where they just run up to the line of scrimmage on short yardage and snap it.
Well,
didn't realize that Williams wasn't even off the field.
Yeah, they had 12 men on the field. That's the 8th penalty of the ball game. They had too many men out there. He was on the wrong side of the line of scrimmage, and Pat, again, as you mentioned, comes up limping and finally makes it to the near sideline. With 2:04 to play in the third, the Bucs on top 28-17.
So that's not the penalty they called. They called the penalty on Daniel Sanders.
Substitution now as Patrick DeVenny is back out there. Play clock at 20 as they come to the line of scrimmage. Slot left, slot right. Scott the lone setback out of the shotgun. It's Hawkins. He directs the freshman now to shift from right to left on third down at 6. Shotgun snap to Hawk. Sets, throws out left side. DeVenny makes the grab. And he is out of bounds right near the first down marker. Now let's see if he made it or not. Gerard Thomas again on the coverage. And boy, they've got the ball marked right at the marker. And yes, it is a first down for Colorado. So they got this 6 back. The penalty in the 1.
Patrick did a good job on that. He needed to really stretch out to get it across that line and did a good job.
They got 93 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Buffs on top by 11. 28-17. Colorado first down at 10 from its own 30. Moving left to right, ball left hash mark. Out of the shotgun, Hawkins flanked either side by a running back. Takes a chest high snap. Quick throw, left side, incomplete. Scott out of the backfield, got hit by Clint Kubiak, and he was hauled down. Darrell Scott ran out of one of his shoes over there, so there's a penalty against Colorado State.
Interference, number 20 on the defense. That's a spot foul, first down.
You know what happened right there? Clint Kubiak was trying to cover Darrell Scott in the backfield. Right now, Clint's thinking, man, is that kid fast. He couldn't keep up with him, a little down and out.
Well, what he did, he stepped on his foot and pulled the shoe off.
Yep. Darrell Scott gets it back on.
Now that's not a 15-yard. That's a spot. Put it where it was, and is a first down.
First down at 10. Play action as Hawk rolls out to his right, throws it out of the flat in the right side to the belly, makes a catch at the 35, and then he's pushed out of bounds. See where they spot him out. Looks to be about the 34-yard line. So they gave him a little forward momentum gain of only a yard. There was a Nick Oppenheer escorting the Buffalo out of bounds. Second down. Long 8, short 9. Inside the final minute, quarter number 3.
The quick out passes are not working that well. Colorado State's covering very well.
Second down. Hawkins out of the shotgun, flank to his right by Scott. Give to Scott. Oh, he got hammered right away. He got the football, turned around, and there was a man right in his face, and that was Michael Sisson, a strong side linebacker. And he got back to the line of scrimmage to Scott. Got to give him credit there because I don't think he even had the ball in his hands. And Sisson was right there and it stunned.
Sisson just beat DeVaney off the line of scrimmage and was right there. That was DeVaney's block, and he didn't get it.
24 seconds remaining in the third. 28-17. Will the Buffs get another snap off here? Hawkins up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Buffs are just kind of mulling around. There's about, it appears, well, the play clock is
just about even.
Almost even right now. Play clock and the game clock. Hawkins out of the shotgun. He's got Scott to his right, takes a snap, back pedals on third down, rolls out to his right, sets to throw, rifles over the middle, and the catch is made out at the 43-yard line by Scotty McKnight. Very close to a first down as we come to the end of the third quarter. Beg your pardon, it was not Scotty McKnight. That was Steve Melton, the junior college transfer, a gain of 8 yards as we come to the end of quarter number 3, and that was enough for a first down, I believe. Are they going to measure this one and take a peek? They still haven't indicated. I'll tell you what, we'll let them sort that out, determine whether it's a first down or not. 3 quarters in the books. The Quest Rocky Mountain Showdown. Buffs with the football on top of the Rams, 28-17. Timeout now to Colorado Football Network. Total yardage so far, 275 to 192 in favor of the Buffaloes. Here we go, first down at 10 now as we start quarter number 4. Buffs leading 28-17. Out of the shotgun, Hawkins. Ball center of the field. Play action. Boots out to his left. Delivers in the left flat. Falling down. Scotty McKnight shy of the 50 at the 49. Makes the grab. He's escorted out of bounds by Mike Pagnana. Your attendance tonight, they were hoping for 70. Almost got it. 69,619 here tonight for the Quest Rocky Mountain Showdown. Just underway here at quarter number 4. 28-17 Buffaloes. Along with longtime voice of the Buffs, Larry Zimmer, and Charles Johnson, and our whole broadcast crew. I'm Mark Johnson.
Scotty McKnight's 5th catch.
Second down and 3 after that 7-yard pickup from just shy of the 50. Hawkins inside handoff to Sumner, finds a hole, grabbed around the waist as he squirts inside the 45 and down to the 42-yard line. Ricky Brewer is there to haul him down. About a 7, almost 8-yard pickup on that carry by D. Sumler. He's a wonderful young man, the sophomore out of San Diego, rushed for 353 yards a year ago. He's got a little connection to CSU. His grandparents are in San Diego. He's from San Diego, lived right near Rashaan Salam.
That's right.
Buffs Heisman Trophy winner. First down at 10.
Said he was aware of it, really didn't know him very well.
First down at 10 for the Rams, 42-yard line. Delayed handoff to Sumler, big hole right side, running inside the 35, drops his shoulders, squares up, and works his way down to the 32-yard line. There's where he's hauled down by Ricky Brewer once again. Also in on the tackle was Clint Kubiak, the safety, a gain of 10 yards, and a first down for the Buffaloes.
I think that maybe that offensive line's growing up a little bit. They got off to a rough start. They're young.
Well, there's so much youth out there, and there's one of the Buff great linemen, Ryan Johanningmeyer, up here in the booth with us during the breaks. We're talking. He's pointing out all the youthful mistakes they're making, but there's plenty of talent. They'll come around. I beg your pardon. I said first down. He was a yard shy. Handoff to Sumler. Now he's got the first down as he pulls his way inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. He was eventually hauled down by Jacob Potter, the converted linebacker to defensive end, gain of 5 yards. And a new set of sticks now for the Buffaloes.
I think Charles Johnson was in Dan Hawkins' ear. He said that in the fourth quarter, they're just going to have to pound the ball, and that's what they're doing.
Well, just like with CJ with me, Hawk doesn't listen to him either. So I'm not sure that happened. Darrell Scott in. Demetrius Sumler out. First down at 10 now for the Rams, 28-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Cody Hawkins, flanked either side by a running back. Scott to his right, Cantrell to his left. Hawk calls for the ball, handoff to Scott, finds a hole running off the right side, weaves his way through defenders. High steps it inside the 25, down about the 22-yard line. There he's brought down by Alex Williams, the linebacker for the Rams. A gain of 6 yards by Darrell Scott. Just hasn't had a big hole to run through, because Jim, you and I have been out of practice and saying, boy, when he sees daylight, he can go and go fast.
This drive started way back in the third quarter on the 20-yard line.
Second down at 4 for the Rams, 22. Handoff to Scott once again, right side, runs into defenders. He takes the handoff, and Horenik pushes him back along with a little help from Mike Pagnotta, but forward momentum got him inside the 20, about a yard shy of the first down marker. A couple of yard gain there for Darrell Scott. Well, you look at the numbers that Darrell Scott put up. By the way, he was named the Big 12 preseason newcomer of the year in the conference. His junior year at Moore Park, he rushed for nearly 3,200 yards and 45 touchdowns.
When he went to St. Bonaventure, he went to a little better league, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Third down at 2 now for the 20. Out of the shotgun, Hawkins, bobbled snap, up with it. He tries to run forward. He gets hit at the 20, tried to lean in and pick up the first down, and Hawk is just shy. Now Cody jumps up and looks over at his dad on the sideline and points as if to say, let's go for it. And Dan looked back and said, why don't you catch a snap? We wouldn't have to. Darrell Scott stays out there. Inside 12 to play. Buffs on top, 28-17. Fourth down and 2. Buffaloes in this game are 1 of 1 on fourth down conversions. And Dan's listening to Cody out of the shotgun. Sanders snaps. Hand off to Scott, breaks it out into the open, across the 15, center steps, and he's hit by Clint Kubiak and hauled down around the 12-yard line. A fourth down conversion for Darrell Scott, and the Buffaloes gain of 7 yards.
Now you're beginning to see a little bit of it.
There you go. He broke through and had to sidestep a bit, which slowed him down, and Kubiak was there to haul him down eventually. First down and 10 for the Buffs now for the Ram 12-yard line. Colorado by 11 here at the Quest Rocky Mountain Showdown. Hawkins sets up in the shotgun. Now he's directing traffic. Scott was lined up on the wrong side. Shifts him from left to right. Now Barons, a fullback, leaves in motion. Shotgun snap to Hawkins. Fakes a handoff. Sets to throw. Throws it back corner to the end zone. No one's back there. It was Melton out there.
I think he threw it away.
Oh, there was 2 receivers. Melton out there along with Barons, the fullback. And I don't know if one was supposed to go kind of a post corner.
They weren't where they were supposed to be. I know that because Cody looked at it and decided to unload it.
Yep. And as they come walking back, Cody had a couple of words for him as he looks over the sideline. Second down at 10 now at the 12-yard line. 10:59 to play. From the Rams 12. Hawkins out of the shotgun. Buffs on top, 28-17. Now there's a shift as Cantrell lines up H-back left in front of Darrell Scott. Shotgun snap, handoff to Scott. Finds a seam, nearly fell down, still on his feet, stumbling forward down to the 5-yard line. Scott might have scored. He lost his foot and got too much lean forward and started stumbling. If not for that, I think he would have scored on that one. 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, if he could have gotten himself straightened up, Mark, he would have gone in. There's no question about that.
Clint Kubiak was there to make sure he was down. 3rd down and 4 from the 6.
We're going to remind you, a designated driver, a taxi cab, even staying at a friend's house, these are all better options than driving drunk. The choice is easy. You hold the key. Never drive drunk. A reminder from Coors Light.
Here we go. 3rd down and 4 from the Rams 6-yard line. Moving from right to left. Ball inside the left hash mark. Out of the shotgun. Hawkins. Barron shifting the fullback from left to right. Takes a snap. Cody drops. Flush forward now at the 7-yard line. Throws it back to the end zone and just threw it away. He had a man back there, but just had to loft it up in the air and threw it up over the top of Melton.
He was trying to, I think he was trying to get it to Melton, but Ricky Brewer was all over him, and he did a good job of just getting.
So here comes Eric Goodman, and Jim, this is a long drive, and the Buffs will come away just to equal the field goal by CSU, their last possession. 10-10 to play.
Took a lot of time off the clock, though.
Yep, 10-10 to play in the 4th. Kneeling down McKnight at the, let's go just inside the 14. So a 24-yard field goal straight away. Put down kick is up. It's on its way, and it is good by Eric Goodman, the sophomore, the transfer from Wyoming. And we've got 10:06 to play in quarter number 4. 31-17 Buffaloes. Kicking from right to left. Jamison Davis put the foot to it. Myers now back at the goal line. He takes 5-10 straight ahead up the right seam. Hammered down at this 17-yard line. And Marcus Burton. Did somebody get the license number of that truck that ran over Myers out there? 18-yard return. Good special teams play for the Buffaloes. Hey, at Bank of the West, they've been dedicated to your financial success from the start, so put 130 years of experience to work for you and stop by a branch or visit bankofthewest.com. Bank of the West, proud sponsor of Colorado Athletics. 10:01 to play in the 4th quarter. 31-17 Buffaloes. Here comes Billy Ferris and the Rams offense. 1st down at 10 for their own 18. Moving from left to right. All right, hash mark. Backs in the offset eye. Ferris. Deep drop. Sets inside the 10. Throws the left side. Catches made by Greer in the left flat at the 20. Nearly broke a tackle. The Buffs hold on. And Brad Jones is there to hold him down at the 24-yard line. Gain of 6 yards. So 2nd down and 4 now forthcoming for the Rams.
You know, no matter what happens, how this game comes out for CSU, I think they got to be happy with Billy Ferris for what they've seen tonight.
Yep.
He has had pretty good command back there. Early on, he was a little jittery, but he's really come on pretty well. And good senior, 6'3", 223 pounds. He's a good size.
Last time he started was back in 03 at Woodlawn High School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 2nd down and 4 from the 24-yard line. Handoff to Bell, right side. He got away from one Buff defender. Stutter step now. He stiff arms Ryan Walters, and Walters is there to corral him and run him out of bounds up near the 34-yard line. But that's enough for a 1st down on the carry by big Kyle Bell. He's got 8 yards on that carry. He really hurt the Buffs a year ago. He's been relatively quiet in this ballgame so far.
He hadn't been in there.
Yeah, because Gartrell Johnson's been playing the ball. But that's 6 carries for 18 yards now for Kyle Bell. Last year he had a 135-yard game on 40 carries for the Rams.
Kyle busted up a knee 2 years ago in preseason practice and had to miss the whole year.
1st down at 10 for the 34-yard line now for the Rams. 8:49 to play in the 4th. Buffs on top 31-17. Shotgun snap to Ferris. Quick drop, looks to throw. Now he's flushed. Dump off right side. Bell, the catch at the 35. Hit immediately by Jaleel Brown and Sean Moeller in a hole down there. Up about the 37, almost the 38-yard line.
You know, you were just quoting some of the stats of Darrell Scott. Bell had a terrific high school career. He's from Keensburg, played at Weld County High School. Colorado's all-time leading rusher in his career, 8,248 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Deion Morton goes wide left. Rashawn Greer wide right. Tight end to the left side. Ferris out of the shotgun. 2nd down and 5 for the 39. Ball right hash mark. Waist high snap. Ferris swings it out the left flat. Catch is made out of the backfield. Poonga, the fullback, and he rumbles forward up to the 45-yard line. Picks up a 1st down, a gain of 7. Gardner McKay is there on the tackle. Poonga. That's a good name for a fullback. When a fullback hits you, that's a sound it makes. Poonga.
Well, I think the Rams have shown me some things tonight that perhaps I didn't expect them to be quite as efficient as they've been.
Done a nice job. They've run the ball well. We expected that. First down at 10 for the 45 now for Colorado State. Under center, Ferris this time. Quick drop. Looks to his right. Now he's flushed forward. Grabbed around the waist and hauled down. That is sack number 3 of the evening. Nice job by Taj Kaner getting in there, making the sack. The junior out of Cherry Creek High School. Loss of a couple of yards. Taj Kaner, 6'5", 280 pounds. A couple years ago, they asked him to move inside to be a tackle, and he said, man, I had to eat like I've never eaten before in my life to grow into that size.
Wouldn't it be nice to have that problem?
Well, I've done that. And this is what I look like. Second down at 12 for the 43.
You don't have anything to worry about.
Just wait. You never see me on the beach. Shotgun snap to Ferris. Sets up at the 35. Now flush to his right, being chased by George Hippolyte. Dump pass off on the near side. He just threw that one out of bounds. Mosier, the nearest man there. And he was covered very well by the linebacker, Jeff Smart. So incomplete. Third down at 12 now forthcoming for the Rams. 6:50 to play in the fourth. 31-17 Buffaloes. When the Buffs win their season opener, it is a good indicator of things to come. Colorado, when winning the season opener 118 previous seasons, 81% of the time they'll go on to a winning campaign. They're on the verge here. Third down at 12 from the 43. Out of the shotgun this time is Ferris. Flanking the shot by running back.